Yes! Hello everybody and welcome to the WH Pulse YouTube channel, and for a series that are a bit different. Recently I have been simming the tournaments, but I think the Russia one went, no, you wouldn't have seen the European Sim tournament, but I'm going to change it up a little. Instead of doing that, we're going to do this. PES 2020 on Thursday released the UEFA Euro 2020 update, and obviously because we're not getting any Euros this year, it's technically inaccurate, but we're going to do some road to the finals on this save. The first one is obviously going to be England, but they're going to be a bit with a twist. I'm actually going to be commentating over the games like we're watching England's road to the final, where I'm actually playing them, but you're not hearing me a live it's a post commentary. So we'll just have a look at the competition info and have a look at the groups. In Group A is Turkey, Italy, Wales, Switzerland. Denmark, Finland, Belgium and Russia make up Group B. Group C is Holland, Ukraine, Austria and Belarus. Group D is obviously our group with England, Croatia, Scotland and the Czech Republic. In Group E is Spain, Sweden, Poland and Ireland. And then in Group F is Iceland, Portugal, France and Germany. Now, before we cut to myself and the loading screen on into the game, ideally I want to do 6 different series, aka 6 different teams from the 6 groups. Obviously, no more from Group D, obviously, but comment down in the comment section down below what team you'd like me to do. Plus, just because you see the likes of Belarus, Scotland, Ireland and Iceland in there, tell me one of the teams that are in the playoff series that you might want me to do. Ideally not the one in Group F, because I would be battered. So I'm probably going to do one of that of my own choosing, but other than that, out of them 4, and out of them 4, maybe we can cause an upset, maybe we can just get out of the group and scrape and it'll be fun. But I will cut to you, or I will cut to myself, watching the intro. Hello everybody and welcome to WHU Pulse TV. Today is the first match of Group D at Euro 2020 here in Munich. We have England versus Croatia. Obviously a match full of heat because these two have a heated rivalry. World Cup 2018 semi-final. Croatia won. Is it time for England to get that actual revenge? Two skies coming into this strong, good qualifications. Please stand for the Croatian and the England national anthem. There we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for the first game in Group D. Here we have the England lineup. We've got Jordan Pickford in goal, Harry Maguire and John Stones as the centre-backs, Ben Chilwell and Trent Alexander-Arnold as the wing-backs, Royce Henderson and Ali with Rashford, Sterling and Kane making up the front 3. So here is Croatia's starting 11. Livkovic, Kaletakar, Vida, Vrajralko and Basarica make up the back four, with Modric, Brozovic and Rakitic in midfield, with Brekalo, Kramaric and Perisic making up the front 3. Two very similar formations here, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. It is Harry Kane for England to kick us off. Harry Kane plays it into Declan Rice. Out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Both teams are going to look for a strong start here. Obviously, they both want to win the group. The other two sides in this group are Scotland and Czech Republic, so hopefully both of these sides should be making it through, especially England with the stronger side. But here is Trent Alexander-Arnold now. Ball into the midfield, into Dele Alli. Here is Jordan Henderson, the Liverpool midfielder, who have just come off the back of winning the Premier League title with Liverpool. Ben Chilwell had a very strong season at Leicester. And here is Livkovic, the Croatian goalkeeper, plays it up long. Dele Alli sweeps up perfectly though. Henderson into Declan Rice. Bit of a dodgy pass, but Ali rescues it. Here is Raheem Sterling now. Sterling goes for the shot, and a good tackle by the Croatian left back. So ball goes out for a throw-in. Trent Alexander-Arnold into Dele Alli. Dele Alli, good challenge by, I believe that to be Ivan Rakitic. Chilwell now on the ball for England. What can he do with that left foot of his? He's going to keep running. He cuts back. He sees Jordan Henderson. Henderson goes into Dele Alli. Dele Alli has a strike! Deflected and in safely into the hands of Livkovic, the Croatian goalkeeper. He then distributes to Vršalko, up to Perisic. The dangerous Croatian winger had a very solid season at Bayern Munich. Rakitic into Brozovic. Here is Kramaric. We know what he can do. Perisic now. Good challenge by Chilwell. Plays it out to Marcus Rashford. He has the pace to get in behind this Croatian defence. So does Raheem Sterling. But Rashford chooses to go to Harry Kane. Harry Kane. That's a poor choice by the England skipper. Should have gone back to Rashford, but Henderson cleans up. Here is Marcus Rashford now, into Harry Kane. Harry Kane goes for a long-range strike. This is well over the bar from the England striker. Croatia don't clear their lines properly. Henderson sweeps up well, clears it into Rashford, and then Harry Kane on that weaker left foot of his balloons it over the bar. Strong side from England, though, in the first 15 minutes. More of the possession. Here is Kaleta for Croatia, into Rakitic. Brozovic, the Inter Milan midfielder. Back to Vida. Here is Barisic, the Rangers left back. Vida. Croatia going to play nice and slow here for the moment. Just try and get into the game. Here is Barisic now. Barisic. Vida. Modric. Kaleta. Rakitic. Nice pass and move from the Croatians here, but the England stalwart are standing firm. Chilwell did clear that up quickly though, but Perisic is now on the ball into Vršalko. What can he do? Into Ivan Perisic. They're probably their main threat, but Rakitic and Modric will be looking to pull the strings. Brozovic into Luka Modric. Into Kramaric. Trent Alexander-Arnold does well there to defend. He obviously defending not his strong point, but he can sometimes do a job, but they cannot be left open. That's a poor pass by Raheem Sterling. Luka Modric gets the ball there, even Perisic. Now Croatians are slowly coming into this game now, whereas Jordan Henderson just pinches the ball, and he plays the ball through to Marcus Rashford. What can Marcus Rashford do? He's going to... Rashford on the right, that's a poor choice shot, but he's going to fall to him! It's Marcus Rashford! 1-0 England. Just as the Croatians were getting back into the game, Henderson pinches it and plays through Marcus Rashford. He uses the pace to get in behind the Croatian defence, and it is 1-0 England. What a ball that was by Jordan Henderson. The Liverpool man spreading the ball to the Man United striker. Look, great run. Poor choice from Rashford to go for the outside the foot shot there, but then he follows up well, and Rashford puts England 1-0 up in this crucial first game. What a ball that is by Jordan Henderson. Rashford gets on his bike, using his pace. Poor choice of shot with the first one, but then he decides to follow it up with his left foot, buries it in the back of the net. Livkovic is hopeless for the rebound, and it is 1-0 England. Now, what can the Croatians do now with Rakitic on the ball? Over to Vida. Barisic. Brekalo. The Wolfsburg winger. Plays it into Kramaric. Ex-Leicester, of course. Plays the ball out to Ivan Perisic. What can Croatia do here? Brozovic goes for the strike! And it is smothered well by Jordan Pickford. And obviously Gareth Southgate trying to play it out from the back here. So he distributes slowly into Chilwell. Rashford again. Into Harry Kane. What can Kane do from here? He sees Rashford. Rashford, poor touch. And Vršalko smothers well, but Rashford gets the deflection. Brozovic comes out with the ball. Into Kramaric now. Big Harry Maguire there. plays the ball into Sterling. Rashford. Kane can't quite turn. Livakovic now. Obviously, Harry Kane winning the Golden Boot 2 years ago. Can he replicate his same form here? Rashford into Harry Kane. Harry Kane sees Raheem Sterling. That's a poor choice by the England skipper again. Obviously, Gareth Southgate liking the 4-3-3 here with Declan Rice just sitting, with Henderson and Dele Alli going forward. Harry Kane up front. They obviously got danger off the bench here of England with the likes of Jadon Sancho, Jesse Lingard. They are the ones who Gareth Southgate has chosen to bring to this Euros. Here's Berisic now. Brekalo, Declan Rice goes towards. Great tackle by Declan Rice. Declan Rice into Harry Kane. Harry Kane sees Marcus Rashford off on his bike. Marcus Rashford! What a goal by England. Declan Rice winning the ball back, gives it to Harry Kane, and Marcus Rashford gets on his bike yet again. We can see a theme here with this English side. That pace in behind of Marcus Rashford is going to be deadly in going forward in this tournament. Declan Rice pinches the ball into Harry Kane. Sorry for the picture if it is stuttering for you guys. We are having technical difficulties at the WH Pulse Centre, but obviously the pictures aren't ours. But Harry Kane on the stretch sees run of Rashford yet again, and Marcus Rashford on that right foot of his buries it behind Livakovic, and England are 2-0 up in this opening group game. What that can the Croatians do now? 2-0 is obviously the most dangerous scoreline in football, because if the Croatians get one back, it's all to play for. But Harry Kane has pinched the ball. Harry Kane goes inside into Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling loses out the ball to Luka Modric, and it should be half-time here very, very soon. Kramaric out to Perisic. Perisic. John Stones comes out, and it's 1-0, 2-0 England at half-time with a Marcus Rashford double. The Croatian coach is going to have to give them a good talking to at half-time. There are the stats, obviously. Croatia's had more of the possession, but England have just been creating more chances. And they've obviously buried the game. So the teams are out for the second half. England 2-0 up. What can they do? Can they maybe add on to the lead? Are they going to try and see it out, or will the Croatians get back into this match? Here is Vizralko now on the ball for Croatia. Obviously, it isn't all lost for Croatia if they lose this. They still do have more easy or more winnable games against the Czech Republic and Scotland, of course. Plus, there is the thing of the best four third place finishers at this Euros, like that was in 2016. But Raheem Sterling's on the ball. Raheem Sterling crosses the ball. Harry Kane was gambling on it. Rashford pinches it, and Vizralko clears. But Chilwell cleans up well. Harry Kane into Marcus Rashford. Obviously on a hat-trick, on a perfect hat-trick to be precise. Scored the first one with his left, second one with his right. Here is Harry Kane now. Harry Kane goes for the long-range strike. Dele Alli pinches the ball back. Here is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Plays Raheem Sterling in. Just too much on it for the English winger, who had not the same season he did at Manchester City, but is still a quality winger. Declan Rice loses out the header to Kramaric there. Here's Brekalo. Ball just goes out of play there for a Croatia throw-in, I believe. Obviously, Croatia making a sub. Brekalo coming off, and Ante Rebic coming on. Surprising that Ante Rebic didn't start for Croatia. One of the more threatening players. Obviously, enjoyed a very, not a successful season, but a lonesome successful season for him in Italy. Here is Chilwell now. Harry Kane, can he get the ball just through to Raheem Sterling? Raheem Sterling on the volley for it on his left foot. Harry Kane out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Trent Alexander-Arnold puts the ball in. It doesn't quite fall. Just a wrong man there for England. If that was Harry Kane going off the header, you never, ever know. Here is Rebic. Ball into Brozovic. Jordan Henderson pinches well. Henderson into Harry Kane. Harry Kane was looking the ball through to Raheem Sterling. Sterling into Marcus Rashford. Rashford! Harry Kane. Dele Alli now. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Falls to Harry Kane! How has Harry Kane missed that? That is one of the best opportunities he's going to have. Ali puts the ball in. I believe that was Alexander-Arnold. And how has Harry Kane dragged that wide? If he goes the other side of the goal there, that is 3-0 England. And that's his first goal of this Euros. But he will have to wait. Here's Barisic now. Out to Vizralko. Up the line into Perisic. Does Chilwell well. There you go. Kramaric. Kramaric with a strike. Good block by the England defence. This England defence standing strong here. Rakitic. Dele Alli. It's just bounced off Rakitic's leg. Raheem Sterling. Sees the runner, Jordan Henderson. Henderson, surely that's got to be a foul, and surely that's got to be a booking as well. Vizralko goes flying in there. Later than Jordan Henderson. Let's have a look at this. Doesn't get the ball. 2-footed. I mean, is lucky to get away with that there. But it is, alas, a yellow card for Vizralko there. But Trent Alexander-Arnold plays it short into Stones. Henderson now. Raheem Sterling. Henderson. Sterling. Dele Alli. Kane! What a save by the Croatian goalkeeper. England making a triple substitution here. Lingard for Ali, Dyer for Rice, and Sancho on for Raheem Sterling. Henderson in the ball into Lingard. I'm really struggling with my words today. Rashford. Kane. Kane! Takes a shot over the bar, but what a save that was from Livakovic. From Harry Kane's header. It was on target. It was an audacious save from Livakovic. I mean, it was quite very different. He went with his feet. But Jordan Henderson pinches the ball. Poor pass, though. Here's Kramaric. What can Croatia do on the break? Last 15 minutes here for Croatia. Modric. Vizralko. Good ball through into Kramaric, but just two in front of him, and Jordan Pickford comes out and collects. But here's Eric Dyer now. Rashford. Kane. Sancho. Out to Trent. Up the line into Harry Kane. What can Kane do from here? Just run away from him. Kane plays it back to Lingard. Lingard sees Chilwell. Back to Lingard. They're playing 1-2s here. Where's the ball going to go? Goes to Henderson. Henderson goes to Rashford. Rashford, it just pulls away from Kane at the last minute there. Barisic, Kramaric. Plays Petkovic through. Pickford's going to get there. Well challenged by the English goalkeeper. But Rakitic still hit with the ball here. Ball gets played in. Kramaric just goes wide. That's probably Croatia's best play of the game there. Tim Jedvaj has come on for Vizralko. Here's Stones. Henderson. Chilwell. Up the line. That's a poor pass. Rashford just seemed to give up on that. But Jedvaj. Brozovic. Rakitic. Jedvaj. Kaletakar. Rakitic. Brozovic. Out to Rebic. Into Kramaric. Don't know what Maguire's doing there. Kramaric! Just hit the side netting. That is Croatia's best player of the game there. And it's just gone past the post. Pickford. Plays it short. Eric Dyer's got to be careful here. Maguire. Out to Trent Alexander-Arnold, looking a bit leggy. Here's Henderson. Lingard. Here's Jadon Sancho. Marcus Rashford. That's a poor pass by the England winger. Obviously the goal scorer of the two goals. John Stones. Unlucky, can't quite win the header. Henderson. Lingard. That's a poor pass and that's a poor touch by Lingard, but Lingard has won it back. Rashford can't quite pick up the scraps. Ball gets played over. Rebic. Pickford doesn't know whether to come or go. Pickford comes out and tackles well. Eric Dyer plays it up. That's a poor pass. This game has turned very scrappy in this last 10 minutes here. Croatia surely with the last pass forward. And it is England 2. Croatia 0. England probably just edged it as the better side. They took their chances. Croatia didn't. Marcus Rashford, the hero. Up next, England versus Scotland. Now it's time for your full-time scores. Turkey 2, Italy 0. Switzerland 4, Wales 2. Denmark 0, Finland 0. Russia 0, Belgium 2. Holland 4, Ukraine 2. Belarus 1, Austria 4. England 2, Croatia 0. Czech Republic 1, Scotland 0. Spain 4, Spain 4, Sweden 0. Ireland 3, Poland 0. Iceland 0, Portugal 0. Germany 1, France 0. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll go through the groups at the end of each episode, or every match in Group A. It's Switzerland and Turkey rounding out the top 2, obviously, in this tournament. 4 best third place teams. Yes. All go through to the round of 16. So, currently, that looks like that. In Group B, it is Belgium and Denmark. Group C is Austria and Holland. Group D is England and Czech Republic. Group E is Spain and Ireland. Group F is Germany and Portugal, and that is final. But hope you guys enjoy, and as always, I'll catch you next time, and I'll see you at England versus Scotland.